Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Rabbi.
If you haven't noticed, yes, please take a look at Hazzan Pablo's mustache, his handlebar mustache for this Shabbos. What's amazing is his wife, Julieta, her birthday was this week,
Yes.
and she did not shave it off while he was sleeping. So it's a little blessing that we have here today, an extra special guest with us. It's so nice to be invited into your homes this Shabbos, as we so often are. Just to note, the plan is next Friday night, June 19th, we're having a special Juneteenth Shabbat. We're having a special Shabbat of togetherness and awareness and social responsibility. So we'll hope to see you for something special then, although this week and every week we try to do something special as well. We're going to begin with a song that sounds ironic. One of the biggest songs during the Great Depression, all those decades ago, was Happy Days Are Here Again. And people sang it and they danced to it and they loved it because it was what they needed to hear. Even though it really didn't make sense for their time, it wasn't saying what they felt, it was what they wanted to feel. So we're going to begin this evening with Hine Matov. How wonderful it is, how pleasant it is to sit together as brothers and sisters, to be together as a family in one space. And even though we're talking to an empty room, which is still weird, by the way, in case you were wondering, this idea that we can be together in this way is what we look forward to, is what we're hoping for, is the world we're hoping to inhabit in the near future. So we'll sing together, Hine Matov. Turn the volume up, sing loud with us. We like to hear that.
And just before we begin, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I was thinking about wishful thinking. Yes, with these beautiful words, Hine Matov U'Manayim, we are wishing, we are hoping that soon enough we can be together in this same room. Hine Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Together. Hine Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 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 Together. Hine Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Trying to find that Shabbat spirit, that feeling of Shabbat within us after the weeks of craziness, after the weeks of distressing news and distancing and masks and gloves and washing our hands for 20 minutes at a time. It's nice to just try to feel something a little bit different, try to feel alive in a different way. We're in 2 Sidurim. I'm still going to call pages from Lev Shalem, which is the Sidur that's online and available. If you would like to swing by and pick up a Sidur Chadash, or if you're unable to swing by and you want us to deliver to you, the ones that we usually use in shul, we're happy to arrange it so we can bring you a Sidur Chadash. Some people have them now, some people don't, so I'll try, if I can, to call both page numbers so that you know which page we're going to. In the physical Sidur, in Sidur Chadash, we're on page 34, Mizmor LeDavid, which online is page 21. This psalm is a special for Shabbat in that it says the word kol, which means voice. Kol, it says that word 7 times. And this is where we get the idea that there are 7 blessings for the Amidah on Shabbat. It's also where one of the places we get the idea of a bride circling the groom 7 times to show that that union is like Jews on Shabbat, is just finding happiness with each other, with each other's voice. So page 21 or page 34, Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor בני אלים, הבו לאדוני, כבוד ועוז. מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני, כבוד ועוז. איי איי איי, הבו לאדוני, כבוד שמו ישתחוו לאדוני, בהדרת קודש, כל אדוני, על המים לכבוד, אליהם אדוני, על מים רבים. יא אלי אלי, לה 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 לה, יא אלי 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 אלי, לה אלי אלי אלי, ביחד, יא אלי אלי אלי, יא לה 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 לה, יא אלי אלי אלי, יא לה 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 לה, לה אלי אלי, לה 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 לה, יא אלי אלי אלי, לה אלי אלי.
This idea of a wedding continues of what it's like to be on Shabbos, to be wedded to a day, which is a crazy thought, but to be in love with a day and to feel unity and completeness with a day of the week. Page 23 in the online, page 38 in the Sidur Chadash, Lecha Dodi, continues this idea of Shabbat as part of a wedding ceremony.
לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור ודיבורך ישמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה ביחד. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נשוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Rabbi, yours. מקדש
מלך עיר מלוכה קומיצאי, מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבט, בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלי חמלה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מהפרק ומלבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, על יד ונישי בהתהלך מקורבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי אורי, שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנית עיר אל תילה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלעייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כי אם סוס חתן על כלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה together לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
We rise, we face the entrance of our home as if we're greeting a guest with a smile on our face.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני המסגולה בואי כלה בואי כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
We turn a few pages forward now. In the blue Siddur, it's page 42, 4 lines from the bottom. And in the online, it's page 28, the red arrow, Tzadik Katamar Yifrach.
צדיק כתמר יפרח כארז בלבנון יזכה שתולים בבית אדוני וחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון ושבע דשיינים מרעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא הבלטה בו.
We turn the page to the final psalm of the Kabbalat Shabbat service, Adonai Malach Geut Lavesh.
אדוני מלאך גאות לבש, לבש אדוני עוז יתעזר, אף תיקון תבל בל תימות, אף תיקון תבל בל תימות. נכון כי סקה מאז מעולם אתה נשאו נערות אדוני נשאו נהרות קולם, יישאו נהרות תוך ים, מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משבר ים. אדיר במרום אדוני, אדיר במרום אדוני. עדותך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש, אדוני לאורך ימים, אדוני לאורך ימים, מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משבר ים. אדיר במרום אדוני, אדיר במרום אדוני.
We've now finished the Kabbalat Shabbat service. We turn forward now to the evening service, starting with the words of Baruch. In the online, it's on page 39. And in our blue book, it's on page 50. We rise, we face the Aron HaKodesh, or we faced east towards Jerusalem for the words of Baruch.
Baruch et Adonai המבורך. Baruch et Adonai המבורך. Baruch Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד. Baruch Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד. יאי לי לי לי, 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 la 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 la. ומעביר יום ומהביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, Amari Varavim.
Amen. We turn to page 40 online, page 52 in the blue book. Ahavat Olam. May we see a never-ending love. Ahavat Olam, a love of the whole world, of eternity, of everything and everybody. Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam. Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו ושוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהנה יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen. Page 41 or page 54. The words of Shema. We close our eyes so we can hear better the world around us. Those things that we take as for granted as silent throughout the day, we finally get to hear for what they are. Shema, please join us.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשיבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Adonai Elohechem emet.
We turn a few pages online. It's on page 44 in our Sidur from Shul. It's on page 60 towards the bottom, the words of Micha Mocha.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Yalalai, 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 yalalai. מי כמוך ואלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נור התהילות עושה פלא, נור התהילות עושה פלא. Together, are you ready? Yalla la la yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la la yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la la la. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai?
turn the page, 45 online, 62 in the blue Siddur. Hashkivenu, help us, God, to lie down in peace, and may tomorrow be a better day.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו וצא טוב מלפניך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Amen. We turn the page, Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We say a prayer of healing to those in our family, in our circle of friends and acquaintances and neighbors around the world who are suffering and in need of a blessing, a spiritual uplift, body or soul, mental or physical. So join us thinking about our loved ones as we sing Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor Habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
names, with pictures of them, with people we love in our hearts, those who are able, we rise up and we pray towards God. We find a moment of meditation with the Friday night Amidah, starting on page 47, the individual prayer in the online, or in the hardcover on page 68. You rise, you face the Aron, you face Jerusalem, you face your inner self for the words of the Amidah.
Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata melech adon, lekol shalom. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
Shalom Rav, Tasim Leolam. God place an abundance of peace on us forever, for the whole world. Amen, amen. Last night I took my daughter, who is 5 3/4 years old, to Target to pick up a book we had ordered online. We prefer small local bookstores, but it was a book that they could not get, and Target happened to have it in stock. We got in the car, just the two of us, and went to the store. She was beside herself with excitement. She wore her mask, a rainbow print, and I wore mine. We held hands and walked in. She looked at the automated doors in awe, then looked at the sparse store, almost no one there, and said, Look at all of these people. We got our one item and walked out, and she ran into a friend from kindergarten who was waiting in her car. She immediately told this friend everything she has been doing and seeing in the book she just got, and swimming and popsicles and riding her bike and reading books. During her outpouring of stories, my daughter turned to me and said, "This is my first time in a store in a really long time." She had not seen her friends from school in nearly 3 months, and now school is over with very odd fanfare. When was the last time you saw someone and were not concerned about how close you were standing or whether they were wearing a mask? For so many of us, we're hoping to go back to the before times, those faraway days of yore, the good old days, before we knew the word coronavirus, before we thought about the word pandemic outside of a dystopian novel, before our lives seemed to be ripped from the pages of horror literature. Those easy days. We should go back there. How long until life returns to normal? But the follow-up question is, do we want it to return to normal? Sure, we want the virus to go away overnight and magically, if at all possible, and bring back the 120,000 Americans who have died in 3 months from this terrible and lonely disease, and the 300,000 other people who have died worldwide. And those numbers we know are far off, as many places at home and abroad refuse to report their numbers out of embarrassment. Do we want life to return to normal from before? Of course, we want the roughly 35 million Americans who have filed for unemployment to be hired back up, to earn a living, and to once again have health care. How scary to lose health care during a pandemic. But we want life to return to the way it was. Life worked for most of us. Sure, it was predictable. We knew what to expect today and tomorrow and months from now. We knew travel and vacation plans, dinner parties and birthday parties, graduations, wedding and b'nai mitzvah. There were always surprises in there, the unexpected, both the triumphs and the tragedies, but we understood the workaday life. But some things have changed for the better. We are cooking at home more. Those of us with young kids are spending more time with our families. We got to see our son's first steps, something we probably would have missed if we were not at home. We have watched our kids grow closer, with imaginative play taking over the whole house, wrecking some furniture along the way. Our days are predictable, as they are so often the same, but the future is unknown. We're living in a world with no future, and a past that seems irrelevant in some ways, forcing us to only live for now, something we've been joking about for decades. Living in the present has changed us. Some people are reading, doing puzzles, watching the classic films they never saw. We are more creative in the kitchen, we are kinder to those around us so often ignored, and we are more patient. I don't want to go back to the hectic world of before, where I was not always proud of my driving force. I don't want to stay in this present unknown for too long. Please let this end. But I would love if we emerged from this chrysalis as changed people, both individually and communally. I hope that we see each other as a group who went through an ordeal together, strangers who went into an escape room, only to come out bonded over our shared experience. When we ask each other how we are, it's not just a cursory introduction, but an honest question. Imagine if we did not go back to before, but went forward in a new direction, driven by new hopes and desires, by new ends that are not solely about bottom lines and sitting in traffic, but about loving the ones around us. 3,300 years ago, our ancestors escaped slavery and wandered in the desert, recreating themselves on this journey. As we are all wont to do, they complained. Despite witnessing miracles, their kvetching poured out of their mouths. Remember the good old days, they said? Back in Egypt, sure, we were slaves, but oh gosh, did we eat well. Fruits and vegetables, fish and meat, all the treif we could find with no Torah judging us. Reading it now, it seems ridiculous. We want to scream at these ancestors. Sure, the food may have been decent, but our lives were shackled. You were slaves. You were miserable. Wandering in the desert is the answer. But they knew in their hearts And we understand that many of them would trade their new life of freedom for the before times, would take slavery if it meant certain luxuries. They have a hard time looking ahead to a land of milk and honey, to a land to call their own, a land of promise. They pray to Moses to allow them a taste of their old life. We laugh at this, but many today are in that boat. We forget the injustices, the pains, the horrors of before. We are uncertain how long it will take to get to a time of promise, a time of equanimity and justice and kindness. The words that people cry out to Moses are the same as the words so many are screaming today. Let's go back to how it was before. And Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, our leader, sang us a song that many of you know. Updated a little bit. There was a time our happiness seemed never ending. I shouldn't say this. I was so sure that where we were headed was right. Life was a road so certain and straight and unbending. But there are people out there unafraid to feel sorrow, unafraid of tomorrow, unafraid to be weak, unafraid to be strong. The title of that song, many of you know, even though I ruined it with my voice, was We Can Never Go Back to Before. Now, like 3,300 years ago, the world is in flux. The question comes up, are we changing with it, remaking our lives to fit the world we will emerge into? Or are we just pining for the world before? I'm grateful for those who are unafraid of tomorrow, unafraid to be weak, unafraid to be strong. The road is no longer a straight path. And we have to find out for ourselves if we are ready for the new world where we will end up, or if we, like our ancestors, just pined for the routine of slavery and our secure past and turn around and walk back towards Egypt. But every week we have a chance to pretend like the immediate road is not our worry, but rather the eternal road. Can we note our place, not the company we are in, or our school rankings, or personal accomplishments, but note our place in life, in something more important? We do this with the words of Kiddush, which takes us back to creation, takes us back to the first Shabbat in the Garden of Eden, takes us back to the moment of escaping slavery, to our Bobby's dining room table, to our own home, to where we are now, and perhaps to thinking about the future. Those who are able to rise for Kiddush, take out your glass of wine or grape juice, or for those who need it, something much, much stronger, to bless this day and make this day holy as we drive to make ourselves and our lives more holy in the days to come, wherever we end up on that road.
Yasher Koach, Rabbi.
Oh, we are on page 55 in the online Siddur and page 90 in the Siddur Chadash.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, boreh peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kideshanu v'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון, הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. I hope your wine is better than ours. We now turn in our hardcovers to page 118. Online, we're on page 56. Those numbers keep getting further and further apart. The words of Aleinu, those who are able, we rise and face the ark.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, באנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו וגובי מרומים, ואלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
This week, our community notes the yard sites of Neil Strauss, Ronald Hoffman, Morris Skirka, Eva Minarski, Charlotte Lipschitz, Sophie Friedlander, Georg Wishman, Lillian Wexler, Jerry Schneider, Arnold Borgen, Sam Baruch, David Rosen, and Ira J. Burke. May their memories be beautiful ones. Kaddish is on page 58 or 124, depending on which book you're in. Those who are in a period of mourning or observing a yard site, please rise and join us for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divara kirute ve'amlich malchute, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv ve'imru amen, Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavorach Leolam Lolmei Olmaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudasha Brichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechamata Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehei Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Osei Shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Yasher koach to Hazzan and Pablo. Thank you to Gideon, who makes sure that we can be heard and seen. So hopefully it works out. We can't tell. And thank you all for being here, for joining with us for whole or part of the service. A few notes for this coming week. Tomorrow morning, we've got Shabbos on Zoom. You can join us on Zoom or on Facebook Live. And then tomorrow night, around 8:15 or so, we'll be doing on Zoom Havdalah, separating the beauty of Shabbat from the regularity of the week. Hopefully it's a good week ahead. And then the week, we continue with davening with Sunday morning, Monday evening, Wednesday evening, candle lighting next Friday night. Again, all those normal things. Again, next Friday night, we're having a special Shabbat service of social justice. A few other things. Rabbi Spiegel, if you don't know, he's teaching a class on Tuesday mornings on Zoom, so you can join us for that. And I happen to be doing a podcast through Brandeis University's alumni group. So if you care to watch or be part of that, the link will go out on the website as well, so you can check to see what's going on with this podcast. One of the other guests on the podcast is Rabbi Michelle Paskow, who perhaps you know. And Rabbi Lisa Bach, also from the area. So it'll be hopefully a nice conversation. And other so many things going on.
Going on maybe in a couple of weeks or months from now that we are working very hard, but not
Yeah.
coming on the next few weeks.
And we'll keep you in touch on what's happening with High Holidays once it is settled, with Hebrew School once it's settled. But this is the second week of preschool. We've gone through 2 weeks, and it's wonderful. We got our temperatures taken when we walked in, and we feel very secure and comfortable here. Looking forward to seeing you all soon, God willing, in person. We conclude now with Adon Olam.
אדון עולם אשר מלך וטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נעשה וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה ותפארה והוא אחד ואין שני להמשילו להכבירה ולראשית ולתכלית ולא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצור חבלי ועת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ויום אקרא בידו הפקיד רוחי ותישן ואהידה ועם רוחי גביעתי אדוני לי ולא ידע. Are you ready? Are you ready?
From the top.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה ותפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה ותפארה והוא היה והוא הווה ותפארה והוא היה והוא הווה ותפארה והוא היה והוא הווה ותפארה.
Shabbat Shalom.
שבת שלום.